Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Martin. I want to show you today how to create a nice looking T account using ggplot in R. When I think of a balance sheet or income statement, I often either draw it or think in my head as a T account. So you have assets on one side, liability on the other, or if it's an income statement, of course you have income and expenses. So I show you how to get the data and how to plot it. So we head over to R, and we're going to use data that I gathered from Yahoo Finance. In Yahoo Finance, you probably know, if you want Apple, you can go to Financials, and here you get the annual or the quarterly income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement as well. And previously you could use the package QuantMod to automatically download. As of today, Yahoo Finance changed some parameters in their website, so it's no longer able to download automatically. And now I found a workaround on Stack Overflow. This guy posts a script how to be able to download the financials anyway of any company. So we have this script here in R. We load it, and all we can do is use Scrappy Stocks, this function, and to download, for example, Apple. Apple at the end, Apple, it saves as Apple F, Apple Financials. It comes as a cash flow statement, the balance sheet you have, and the income statement. First we're going to use the balance sheet because I want to have a plot of the balance sheet as I showed you at the beginning. And what I'm using, I have to do some data wrangling first. So it doesn't come as a table. I like to use the tidyverse and tables. So we're gonna convert the column names to row names, the row names to a separate column. We're gonna mutate and say this is Apple. We're gonna select the first row and the second as the US dollar, which is the third quarter financials. And we're gonna select only the relevant the relevant accounts in the balance sheet. So of course you could plot it in greater detail, separating cash or short-term investments or whatnot. All I care about is the current assets, long-term assets, current liabilities, long-term liabilities, and the equity, as we have it here. So that's what I'm doing here. We have to, by the way, I'm putting all this script on a gist on GitHub, so you can download it from there. I put the link in the description. And so fourth, we also specify which side you have. You have assets and liabilities, and save this as balance sheet. And from the balance sheet, we use, as said, ggplot. We use columns, which no greater importance, geomtext, to specify the labels. Each time we use Yahoo Finance displays the numbers in thousands. I want it in millions because otherwise it will just be too big. So we divide it by 100 and so forth. What do we have? We have the geomtext. Oh yeah, we have the total of the balance sheet. I like to display at the bottom. We use the color brewer to have nice colors, and we wrap it for different stocks, which you will see if we plot two at the same time. So this exactly gets you what I showed you at the beginning. Now let's see how it looks if we put Microsoft. We download data from Microsoft as well using the same function, and I prepared here that it binds the row. So you not only get Apple but also Microsoft. specify the stock is called Microsoft. And as you save this in balance sheet and plot this, I have a facet wrap, so it should display both of the stocks or both balance sheets in one plot. And this is exactly what it gets you here, only of course it's not Apple, it's just balance sheets, should be called. And let's zoom it in. So you have one is Apple, you have Microsoft, and you do see the relation. So you see that Microsoft, in comparison to Apple, has a lot more current assets. It has more or less the same equity, book equity, of course. Apple having a lot more long-term fixed assets in its books. So you could, of course, have a facet wrap with more stocks if you bind more stocks together. As a matter of fact, this is the third quarter 2018. They haven't released the full year financials yet. And of course you can do the same. This was for the balance sheet. You can do the same for the income statement. So income, oops, this, where is it? Income statement. And again, I prepared the relevant positions. We want the total revenue, cost of revenue, operating expenses, and so forth, tax, and you get the net income as a difference. Yep, yes. And let's plot this. And it gives you an error because there was something wrong. What is wrong? Match vectors, blah 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 blah. Does it work until here? Let's see quickly what it gives till here. US dollar, yeah. Does work, yeah. So it definitely does work. It just, I don't know exactly what was the trouble, but again you see that it's not ordered here as I got it now, but you do see the total revenue on the right hand side, the cost of revenue, net income of course should be here, but that's just a vertical alignment issue that I haven't fixed yet. But overall, yes, you can use ggplot to plot T accounts in R, and I think it's a great possibility to visually display the financials of a company that you're interested in. Thanks for watching. See you next time.